What if the story of human evolution wasn't random at all? What if it was engineered? Welcome to Information World. For over a century, we've been taught that human evolution is the result of natural selection, random mutations filtered by survival. From simple cells to complex organisms, from early primates to modern humans, the process appears gradual, logical, and beautifully chaotic. But what if there's another possibility? What if the leap from primitive hominins to conscious, self-aware humans wasn't entirely accidental? Let's begin with something fascinating. Compared to other species, human evolution contains moments of sudden acceleration. Around 200,000 to 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens emerged. But about 70,000 years ago, something extraordinary happened, what scientists call the cognitive revolution. In a relatively short evolutionary window, humans developed advanced language, symbolic thinking, art, complex tools, and social structures. Cave paintings, burial rituals, long-distance trade, myth-making. It's as if the human mind suddenly unlocked a new operating system. Natural selection explains gradual change. But the speed and intensity of cognitive expansion raise deep questions. Our brains became not just larger, but structurally reorganized for abstract reasoning, imagination, and self-awareness. Why? One theory suggests environmental pressures triggered rapid development. Climate instability may have favored adaptability and intelligence. Social complexity may have required advanced communication. But some researchers and thinkers ask a more radical question. What if intelligence wasn't just selected, but introduced? The idea of engineered evolution appears in different forms. Some propose ancient extraterrestrial intervention, the hypothesis that advanced beings modified early hominins, accelerating brain development. This concept is often linked to the ancient astronaut theory, popularized by authors like Erich von Däniken. While mainstream science does not accept this theory due to lack of direct evidence, the idea persists because of unanswered puzzles. For example, human DNA contains large regions once labeled as junk DNA. Today we know much of it has regulatory functions. But the complexity of genetic coding, the fact that life is built on an intricate information system, has led some scientists to compare DNA to a biological software language. If evolution is like writing code, who or what is the programmer? Now, let's shift from ancient intervention to something even more grounded in modern reality. Today, humans themselves are capable of engineering evolution. With technologies like CRISPR gene editing, we can alter DNA sequences with precision. We can remove genetic diseases. We can potentially enhance traits. We can redesign life. This means something profound. For the first time in Earth's history, a species has gained the power to intentionally guide its own biological future. But here's the deeper question. If we can do this now, is it impossible that something more advanced did it before? Consider this carefully. Evolution through natural selection is powerful, but it is also slow and inefficient. Engineering is intentional, directional, and goal-oriented. If an advanced civilization even 1 millions of years ahead of us existed in the universe, their technology might appear indistinguishable from natural processes. To early humans, electricity would look like magic. To us, genetic editing looks like science. To a far more advanced intelligence, rewriting genomes across species could be routine. Some scientists propose a middle ground. Instead of direct alien manipulation, perhaps evolution itself contains deeper informational principles, laws of complexity and self-organization that we don't fully understand yet. Biologists like Stuart Kauffman have explored how life may evolve through emergent systems, where order arises naturally from chaos. In this view, intelligence isn't engineered by an external designer but is an inevitable outcome of complex systems reaching a critical threshold. But even that raises a new mystery. Why does the universe allow intelligence at all? Why does matter organize itself into life, and life into consciousness? The human brain is the most complex known structure in the observable universe. Around 86 billion neurons. Trillions of synaptic connections. Electrical patterns generating thoughts, emotions, imagination. From stardust to self-awareness. And here is something even more shocking. Our DNA differs from chimpanzees by only about 1 to 2%. Yet that tiny difference produces language, mathematics, philosophy, technology, space travel. Could such a small genetic shift produce such an enormous cognitive leap purely by chance? Mainstream evolutionary biology says yes, through cumulative selection over time. But critics argue that the emergence of recursive language, the ability to think about thinking, represents a qualitative shift, not just a quantitative one. Language didn't just allow us to communicate. It allowed us to simulate reality inside our minds. It allowed us to imagine futures that don't exist. It allowed us to create gods, mathematics, music, law, artificial intelligence. If evolution was engineered, what would be the purpose? Perhaps to create observers. Some interpretations of physics suggest that consciousness plays a role in how reality manifests at the quantum level. The act of observation influences outcomes. Could the universe require conscious beings to fully express itself? Or perhaps we are part of a long-term experiment, a cosmic project to see how intelligence evolves under specific constraints. Or maybe the engineering is not external at all. Perhaps life engineers itself. There is a concept in evolutionary theory known as niche construction. Organisms modify their environments, which in turn modifies their evolution. Humans are the ultimate example. We created culture, language, agriculture, cities, technology, and these creations feed back into our biology. We are no longer just products of evolution. We are active participants in it. Artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, brain-computer interfaces, these technologies mean that human evolution is now entering a new phase. A phase of self-design. If evolution was engineered in the past, then we are continuing that engineering in the present. If it wasn't engineered, then we are the first engineers. Either way, the future of humanity will not look like the past. Transhumanist thinkers like Ray Kurzweil argue that humans may merge with machines, expanding intelligence beyond biological limits. Neural implants could enhance memory. Genetic modifications could extend lifespan. Synthetic biology could redesign what it means to be human. At that point, evolution becomes intentional. And here's the most mind-bending thought. If a future version of humanity becomes advanced enough to travel back in time or to seed life across the galaxy, could we be the engineers of our own origin? A closed evolutionary loop. The creators and the created. It sounds like science fiction. But remember, powered flight once sounded impossible. So did splitting the atom. So did mapping the human genome. The real power of this question isn't whether evolution was engineered. It's what the question reveals about us. We are a species capable of questioning its own origin. Capable of examining its own DNA. Capable of rewriting its own code. Whether engineered by cosmic architects, shaped purely by natural selection, or guided by deeper universal principles, one truth remains undeniable. Human evolution has reached a turning point. For billions of years, life evolved without intention. Now, intention has entered the system. And that changes everything. Maybe the greatest engineering project in the universe is still in progress. And maybe, just maybe, we are both the experiment and the experimenters. If this perspective expanded your mind, make sure to like and subscribe to Information World for more deep explorations into reality, evolution, and the mysteries of existence.